This week on Crime Watch with the Namibian Marshal Rangers.
Tragedy striking on the highway again, the B1 Western Bypass, a place where we have had regular accidents where pedestrians have been involved. Recently, tragically, a 19-year-old student from a local school was hit by a vehicle that was driving on the Western Bypass. It isn't easy to say whether they were actually speeding or whether it was the driver's fault, but the fact of the matter is there was yet again another pedestrian on a highway. Firstly, this is not by law allowed, but the restrictions have been made that 80 kilometers per hour is now the decent speed for a highway. Many drivers have been complaining about this matter, but now we have a 19-year-old girl who allegedly had an argument with her parents in the vehicle, climbed out the vehicle, walked down over the Independence Bridge and down onto the Western Bypass, where they asked her again to climb into the car, and I think at the point in time it was an emotional, being a teenager, she just ran across the highway and she got struck by a moving vehicle. A lot of people have been saying it's suicide and whatever. You know, we must not spread rumors or fabricate things. We must rather work on facts. And the fact of the matter is, tragically, a young life has been lost, and parents are sitting now dealing with the loss of their daughter. So I'd like the people to think before they go on social platforms and just post what they want and their opinions. As for the Western Bypass, we just ask people, drive safely, be alert at all times. There are pedestrians crossing. Let's deal with it. Like we have wildlife on our roads, let's deal with it. Was it road rage? Was it a moment of misunderstanding that caused a young student to be shot dead? This is something that has become new news to us. We are waiting for the details of it, but I have spoken to friends and family members who are trying to get assistance to find out who actually shot a young student from Polytech who allegedly were on their way home with his brother and a friend, and then the next minute a vehicle went over a four-way crossing and they flashed their lights at him to say, "Hey, how are you driving?" And then he climbs out his car, he opens the boot and he pulls out a firearm and he starts shooting at this vehicle, this taxi. And a young man lost his life and the other two ended up in hospital. The details we are still waiting for. But if anybody has information, because that person fled the scene, if anybody has information on this, if anybody knows what's going on, please come forward, phone the Namibian police, because this is serious matters. Are we having road rage on our roads, or is there some other story to this story? We will keep you posted once we know the facts. But the question is, how does somebody shoot somebody else, out of anger? Think before you act. Be wise and save lives.